Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Ina. I'm a wife and a stay-at-home mom to this little boy right here. He's actually going to be 9 months next week. And we're all also recovering from a cold. Thankfully he didn't have it as bad. Me and my husband had it a bit worse, but yeah, that's why my voice sounds like this, so don't mind my voice. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 tips for new moms. These are tips I wish I would have known before he came along. So I just literally sat down and wrote out 10 things that I wish I knew, and I wanted to share them with you guys. So let's go ahead and get on into this. So my first tip for you guys, sleepers are gold, and what's even better are sleepers with zippers. Babies don't like being changed when they're still newborns, and buttoning up all those buttons, way too much work when it comes to newborns. Zipping up is so much easier. I remember when Sammy was still a newborn, he hated being changed. And those buttons, they just caused unnecessary stress because he is just kicking and yelling and crying. We were just trying to frantically, quickly finish dressing him up, and I'm telling you, the ones with the zippers are the best. Our baby practically lived in these day and night for 2 months. They're so easy to put on, and for a newborn, you honestly don't need anything fancy. Unless you're going to church or something. You just don't want to stay down. So my tip number 2 for you guys is do not change your baby's diaper at night. This was a huge mistake that I did. I learned the hard way. For a whole month I couldn't figure out why Sammy was crying at night. It took me forever to calm him down. But then I realized I was changing his diaper every time he woke up, and that would wake him up all the way. And like he'd get cold and then he'd get irritated and basically he'd start crying because I woke him up. So I was so tired of it that at one point I decided that's it. Every time he wakes up I'm just gonna take him, feed him, and put him right back to sleep. And I did that, and I'm telling you guys, it was life-changing. He would fall asleep while he was feeding. I'd put him down, I'd go right back to sleep. There was no crying. So do not change his diaper at night. Buy some overnight diapers. It'll be fine till morning, unless of course, I guess if it's like a poop or something like that, don't even bother. It's not worth the stress. My third tip for you guys is to sleep when baby sleeps. You've probably heard this before, but when your baby is just born, you've also gone through giving birth, so you're healing and you're tired. All of this feeding and sleep deprivation really hits you hard. You're still healing, so you want to sleep when baby sleeps. You want to get as much rest as possible, because if you're like me, you don't get sleep, you're gonna be irritated, and I really don't want that. I actually didn't do that very much, and I wish I did it more, because every time he would fall asleep I'd see the opportunity to quickly go do something around the house or prepare something, and I was like running around trying to get things done, and until someone told me, hey, you've just had a baby, you're healing, you need to rest more, because you don't want something to all of a sudden happen to your body, start bleeding or something like that. Yeah. So I started to take it a bit more easier, but yeah, you want to sleep when your baby sleeps. You don't want to be irritated just because you're sleep deprived. My fourth tip for you is take 15 minutes if you're stressed or overwhelmed. There were quite a few times when I'd get so tired of his crying or fussing. I'd just get so stressed, so overwhelmed. I felt like I needed a break. I just literally handed him over to my husband, and I'm like, please watch him for 15 minutes, and I'd go take a 15-minute shower, or you can go out for a walk to clear your head, or a run, or just do whatever to kind of clear your head and recharge. It really helps. So tip number 5 for you is to get your husband involved. You've probably heard a lot of people say that once your baby comes, you're gonna forget about your husband. I did not like people saying that. I really wanted my husband to be involved, and he was involved. He helps me out a lot. What are you doing? And like I mentioned before, he would help me change his diaper, dress him, undress him, bathe him, whatever. Even the first few times we went to church together after this guy was born, this is gonna sound so weird, but I was scared to sit next to Sammy. I felt like if he would start crying, I wouldn't know what to do. And he's so tiny, and I was so scared to take him out of the car seat because he looks so fragile. I didn't want to break anything. I don't know why I thought that, but that's how it was. So in church, my husband would sit next to him. I felt like he knew exactly what to do. Even right now, my husband watches him in the mornings because he's a morning person and this guy wakes up early. And I'm more of a night person, and if I don't get enough sleep, I'm gonna be irritated and cranky, and I don't want the whole household to suffer because of that. This next tip is gonna sound a little bit weird, but expect to be sleep deprived. Expect to wake up at night every 2 hours to feed your baby and be tired. As weird as this sounds, this actually helped me. I found it helped me more than just going to sleep hoping nothing's gonna happen. I found that if I expected it, I wasn't as irritated when I got up to feed him because I knew it was coming. It just kind of helped me. I don't know, it sounds weird, but it really did help me. So my next tip for you is to listen to yourself. After your baby is born, a lot of people all of a sudden want to tell you how to raise your child, do this, do that. I would just politely nod, accept, and just do what I thought was right for my child, because you know your child best, you know what your baby needs. So just listen to yourself, you know what's right for them. Of course, look for advice. Advice is always good from wise people, from people who've been through this before, but like I said, you don't have to listen to people who you think are pressuring you. Just do what you think is right for your child because you know them best. My next tip for you is to have time for yourself, and this is by no means being selfish. You need time for yourself. If I don't have time for myself once in a while, I'm just gonna feel so exhausted, I'm gonna feel out of it, not motivated. So my husband came up with this thing where once a month he gives me a day off, a day completely to myself. He takes care of him, I'm just there to feed him. And let me tell you, after those days, I feel so recharged. I feel ready to keep on going. What are you doing? I just feel ready to keep on going. This guy won't let me finish. But yeah, no matter what people say, I do not think that's selfish. You need time for yourself. You need time to clear your head. So make sure you take some time to yourself. Your husband gotta understand that. And my next tip is similar to this one, but it's also to have time as a couple. Because after your baby's born, you're gonna find that all you're gonna be talking about is baby this, baby that, did he poop, do I have to change him, I have to give him a bath, this and that. And so you need time as a couple to just go out, clear your heads from that, and just kind of talk about your dream, just to play around with each other, kind of chill out, no baby stuff. And yes, sometimes you just need a break from your baby. As much as you love him and wanna as much as you love him and want to be with him, honestly, you do need a break sometimes, and you feel it. And my last tip for you, make the most of the time you have with your baby, because they grow up so fast. I don't even remember when Sammy was a newborn. He was so small, I can't imagine him like that right now. So yeah, take too many pictures, kiss their heads when they're feeding, play with them, play with their little hands and toes, cuddle them, tickle them. Enjoy every minute because they grow up so fast. So yeah, those are my top 10 tips for you guys, for those of you expecting a new baby into your life for the very first time. It's really an amazing experience. It's the best job you can ask for, but it's also the most challenging and the hardest, but so rewarding. So you got this. I hope you found this video useful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any future videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!